Hello. Okay, my dog is here saying hello. Hi, everyone. Sorry that I'm like a minute late. It's taken me a minute to do some things that I normally do. Hi, Kivia. How are you? I hope your day's been going well. I'll wait for more people to join. My dog is being very needy as I just got back. Let's see. Hello, Kimberly. Christina, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to all our crochet friends. How is everyone doing? How was your week? It feels like it's been a long time, but it technically has been longer than normal. I normally see you every Wednesday. Last week was Tuesday. And I'm still so surprised that there were so many people. I feel like normally when we change a day, maybe I'm just making this up, but when something gets changed and there's not as many people as normal because everybody, like has their flow. But there were so many people Tuesday. I was so surprised. How was Vegas? How was Adele? It was fantastic. It was the trip of a lifetime. It was really fun. We were in Vegas for a very short time, but it was really nice. I have a couple friends that live there. And it was good to see them. And we actually did we didn't do a lot of hiking. We wanted to do more, but the time wasn't there. Which was a little sad, but it was great. We saw Red Rock Canyon and we went to the west rim of the Grand Canyon. So it was a lot of driving, which I guess Grand Canyon is not in Nevada, but you know what I mean. It was great. It was a great time. When will the leather clutches be restocked? That's a great question. For the leather clutches, I'm trying to think. We don't, as far as I know right now, we don't have any like on the way that I'm aware of. And it could be because we have something a little more exciting coming soonish. I don't fully remember the details on those, so I don't want to give away too much because I technically could be wrong. But I do know, I'm trying to remember if we have any already on the way or if we have no more of those on the way. And if we have no more of those on the way, it could be because we have something more exciting coming later. But I love those clutches. I personally use those clutches a lot. I travel with them. That's what actually where I put my hooks when I travel. So I'll make sure, I'm going to ask just because I technically am not fully aware of those details and I would like to know. So I'm going to write it down to ask and I can get back to you tomorrow. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Darcy, thank you. I'm so happy I'm here. Height charity will no longer have smaller sizes under 4 millimeters. Samina, I believe this is true. I probably won't be talking too much about Odyssey things. That could potentially be true. I can double check if it is actually size 4. I think it is size 4 though. So I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I think it's size 4. So you're correct, Samina. That is true. There is a letter about it, technically. A letter, blog post, I don't know how you want to call it, about it. And if you need the link, let me know and I can pop the link over. But that is true. So it's on the website. If you need a link, let me know and I'll post it in here, okay? Ola Joe, hello. About to grab some coffee. Grab your coffee, Ola Joe. I don't drink coffee, but I should. And it's moments like these when I was like, oh, I wish I drink. I just don't like it. It's not, I have nothing in my husband loves coffee. All my best friends, my family, they all drink coffee, a lot of coffee. And I'm just like, it's fine. I'll have like seltzer water, not seltzer water, but you know what I mean? Like fizzy water, like a LaCroix, something like that. That's really what I like. But it doesn't have caffeine. So anyway. Rita, hello. Hi, Rita. Hi, Vicky. I always love saying hi to everyone. They're stopping production on hooks. Okay, 375. Christina, thank you for that. I couldn't remember if it was 4 millimeters or 375. So then I couldn't pull it up quick enough. But yeah, if y'all want the link, I'm more than happy to send over the link. I think I was gone when this was posted. However, I checked this several times and we all it was like a force behind this letter. So if you have any questions about Odyssey, check out the link. I'll just send it. Why not? Because why wouldn't I? I do think this is straight from the email, so it could be a very long link. However, it's the link nonetheless. Monique, hello. So happy to see you're here. My heart, I saw the letter, my heart came in my heart. Have tea then. I do mostly tea. Joe, I'm starting to get into tea. What's interesting is what's funny, actually, and I feel like it would have a little bit enough of that caffeine just to kind of help, is that when I first moved to the UK, everybody would have I was doing like a class thing, like makeup school, and everyone on break would just grab, would make their own tea. And then I made my tea, and I remember, or I didn't make my tea because everybody would come with it and they all offered, and I was like, no, I'm fine. So then one time I was with my then boyfriend and now husband. We had dinner, and then he's like, oh, do you want to grab tea? And I was like, okay, sure. Like, I don't know if people do late night tea. And I was like, is it going to keep me up? Like, is this high caffeine? He's like, it has a little bit, but not much. I was up the whole night from that. And it's because I just never drank it. But anyway, that's my completely irrelevant to crochet story. But now that more people are here, hello, you're not here to see or to hear me talk about me not drinking tea and then drinking tea for the first time. But hello, Jen. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy everyone's here. So we're wrong for anything below that size. Monique. So right now, I guess I will. I should have known there would be a lot of Odyssey questions. And normally I don't like to talk too much about furls things, and I do like to focus on Crochet Foundry. But it's silly of me not to answer these things because the letter did just go out semi-recently, right? So, and it posted, if you will. The reason that has stopped is because we've seen the same things you're seeing, we're seeing. So we want to make sure we can provide, one, the most, like, what's it called, popular hook sizes, but then two, we do have something in the works to hopefully take over then the issues with those smaller sizes. So technically we don't even know when, but I do believe it was in the letter towards the end of what we're doing. But we are working on a product that will be in those smaller sizes. So for now, it is kind of like on pause in general. So whatever we have, I don't know. We haven't announced an Odyssey restock yet. Like, I'm not sure when the next one is. So if there's any whenever the next restock, if we have any of the smaller sizes, I do think that will be it for a minute, but we're not stopping that completely forever. It's just kind of on pause until we get our new special something, whatever the details of that will be. Excuse me. And so I think, I'm trying to think. I have the letter up here. Yeah, we do mention it. Okay, I was like, I know I read this in the thing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering them. I understand it's Crochet Foundry, but I understand we all have furls questions, and that's totally valid. So I'm here. If you do have more questions, pop them. I will try to answer what I can. I have a lot of answers, but at the same time, I actually don't have a lot of answers. And then even at the same time of that, there's so many things that we can plan for, and then things change, and it's very frustrating on our end, as much it is for y'all as well. It's also very frustrating for us because there's certain things we can't control. And like, I know this, like, supply chain is something we keep saying, but it's not like we're not just using it as an excuse. It is just kind of wild how things still have not bounced back fully for us. And actually for a lot of companies. There's completely kind of irrelevant dry shampoo that my friend uses that I buy in the UK for her that I take to the US. I haven't been able to buy for like a couple of months, and I checked all the stores, like, and so it's just weird, like the little like pockets that aren't normal still, and so then it does affect things. So that's hopefully the plan. Fingers crossed we'll have something. And we do offer, like, in 3.25 and 3.5 millimeter hooks in certain wood streamline hooks. So if you ever need something, you could, in those sizes. Smaller than that, we don't offer it due to just the material and how thin it would have to be. But yeah, just if you have any questions of those, I don't mind sharing what I do know and what I mean, there's not a lot I can't say. So that's where it's like, if I can answer it, I'll answer it for y'all. Like, but then at the same time, I don't have all the answers. And then sometimes even then, even like Pam and Lorraine don't always have all the answers because we can plan for something and then it changes. And you would be surprised at how little things go to plan, just in general, not even like just everything, I feel like. But anyway, we are at the graces of the universe, if you will. Will the larger hooks be restocked for Zodiac? I do think so, Vicky. I don't see. I know we're trying to also restock like the appropriate Zodiac, for the appropriate like time. So I know we've been we started not with Capricorn released technically like the day after the end of Capricorn season, and then we've been doing like the different restocks kind of according to when it is. So the next one should be Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, but I think so because I think it goes Aries and then Taurus. But don't quote me. I could be wrong. I'm also like heavily jet lagged, so I feel like my brain is processing things much slower than normal. But anyway, Ola Joe, feel free to share your tea. We all want to know. I love tea too, and I love chai. Listen, I love some nice chai. And then the weather's actually not starting to warm up very much in London, but it will soon. And I can't wait to I loved iced teas. So anytime, y'all, feel free to send your tea recommendations. Monique, no need to apologize. It's a very fair enough question. I think we all have questions, and I mean, Crochet Foundry is a part of Furls. Furls is part of Crochet Foundry. So it makes sense that these questions pop up, and I don't mind answering. But anyway, I made us any quick question. If you haven't already, I forgot to share this before I keep going on with your lovely, lovely comments that I love reading. Let me share if you haven't already, my quick question is, are you working on something Crochet Foundry related? Then pop a picture in the comment I'm sharing now and the post so you could potentially win a gift card by the end of this live. It has to be Crochet Foundry, but it can be in the middle of nothing, in the middle of a gauge swatch, and it can be done. It can be halfway done. You can have a sleeve done. It can be whatever you want. As long as it's Crochet Foundry and you're working on it, please share your pictures so then you can maybe win a gift card at the end of this live. I saw some fun little entries already. And I can't, was it Karen who your shoulder's still not? Yes, Karen, I'm sorry that your shoulder pain is not improved, but thank you for submitting your work in progress picture and you could win. That's all we need is that all we need to see is that you're working on it. That's how serious this crochet along is. We just want to know that you're working on something Crochet Foundry related. So last week I shared with y'all that I miscalculated my yarn amounts, and now the gorgeous Michelle Moore top that I was working on is no more because I just won't have enough yarn, which is a shame. But I do want to work on, I do like that top, but I think I'm gonna have to shelf it for a while because you get knocked down a couple pegs and you're just kind of bummed. So that's how I feel about it. It was completely my fault. I miscalculated the yarn amount I needed. But anyway, let's see. I'm trying to, I did. Thank you. I actually just remembered and then it left my brain. That's how jet lagged I am right now. So if you were here last week, it was on a Tuesday. It threw us all off, but it was great. I was happy I could get a live with y'all before I headed out and was out of office Wednesday. But we brought up, do we weave in our ends before blocking or after blocking? We had seen that, I believe Tony and I can't remember the second person is, did it after blocking? No, before. Did it before? Oh goodness, now I don't remember. They did it before. And then it was Michelle Moore who did it after. Anyone, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I'm remembering it. But I did email Michelle, And I said, hey, really random question. Please, no rush at all. I know you're a very busy woman. But the masses have questions. We are all wondering. I love that it's like, I feel like the masses sounds like it's like thousands of people, but it's not. It's just y'all, which I mean, there's quite a few of you, but not thousands. Let me pull up the email so I can read exactly what she said, because I wasn't working, but I sent her a little email and then it came in when I was like on vacation, if you will. And I was like, I'm reading this now because I'm so curious. So first of all, she said she's so happy to hear that y'all love her work so much. Because I was like, by the way, like so many of us love your designs. They're so fun. We have your patterns. And she says she weaves her ends after blocking, but just because that's the last thing she likes to do. Like, so basically, it's the last thing that I get to. It doesn't make a difference, but that's what I do. So yeah, I mean, I do think I remember, I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. But we were talking about knitting, how with knitting we normally do block after. And it was more so like it works with like the texture of knit maybe a little bit better. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry, but I do remember you had a really nice like headshot photo, like professional photo. And we were chit-chatting about knitting and yarn and crocheting and I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name. But if you're here, say hello. If you're not, we'll see you later. But so yeah, that is from Michelle herself. She said that it doesn't really matter, but that's just the last thing she gets to, which I can kind of see. I personally weave in ends before because one, I think that is how I read, honestly, Tony doing it. And I once I kind of read it on her pattern, because she was like the first pattern I ever actually worked on besides just like making my own thing. And by my own thing, I just mean a rectangular scarf. And so I think because that was like the first pattern I ever purchased, that was kind of like the last, like this is what I kept doing. But Michelle does it after. So there's no right or wrong answer. And that's why we all love crochet, because we don't have time to do something right or wrong. We already, I feel like, do enough things that are really like, well, this doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want. So always feel free if you ever have like designer. I had never thought about emailing like a designer to ask a question unless I needed help. But if you ever have like, you see a Crochet Foundry design that you're like, oh, I'm curious why we do this, let me know. That was really fun to like email and then be like, okay, I'm going to share with y'all. So please never hesitate to bring up a question. I don't know all the answers, but I know a lot of you know a lot of things. And if we're curious together, we can always then ask the designer, which was super fun. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to get back to your comments. I love reading what you have to say. That's how I feel like that's how we're able to all interact with each other. Like you read each other's comments and then I read your comments and I pop them up. But yeah, like I said, if you're working on a Crochet Foundry pattern, I'm going to share it again. I'm going to keep sharing it the whole time just so I can make sure y'all have time to post your work in progress picture to the link I provided. And that's the Crochet Foundry group. If you're not in the group, join the group. I have it up. So you're more like, I will see your request to join the group. So please share your work in progress so you can win potentially a gift card today. Monique, you did confirm Aries right now and then Taurus. Thank you. Like I said, a little jet lagged. It's taken me a lot longer to process than normal. Just got the new email about the hook and needle holders. They're gorgeous. Yes, they're really nice. I wish, do I have one? I don't have one here. I have one somewhere, but they're very, very pretty. I did crochet. Okay, so I was really bummed about my Michelle Moore design pattern work in progress, because that was actually going to be like, I really wanted to work on it. And then when I discovered my big oopsie before, it was a little sad. So right now I'm actually not working. Like I'm not in the middle of a project, Crochet Foundry. So I thought I would maybe ask y'all what to do, make next. So maybe towards the end, we can start what should I make next? And then y'all can vote, because I feel like I'm very indecisive, and then having some help from you is just one, fun, and two, very helpful. So, but yeah, it was a great trip. I'm happy I took it. I want to go to like a more local yarn shop instead of, I ended up going to Michael's because we don't have Michael's here. And I feel like they have like very large, well, maybe they don't, but compared to what I'm used to, they have a larger line brand selection. So I got some Truboo. I got some, and then I think Loops and Threads is like Michael's own brand. I got some of their acrylic yarn to try out because it's very shiny and very similar almost to Wander. But anyway, I won't go into the yarn, but no, it was great. Thank you so much for asking, Monique. It was a lot of fun. I was happy to see my best friends. Yeah. Let's see. My yarn was just delivered and it's on my porch. So now I can finish my Cafe Breve cardigan. Jen, congratulations. It's honestly, when you have to order yarn, like more yarn once you've started, that is a true test of like will, because then sometimes it gets there and you're like, I've lost the Crojo for this project. And sometimes you're like, I will do this. But I feel like I normally really have to pump myself up. So Jen, I hope you get to finish your Cafe Breve cardigan. I wish you all the best on this journey. And if you really like get started on it, I'm just so impressed, because I am the person that's like, I've lost the Crojo for the, I don't know if it's just me, but I just kind of like lose the real, like, what's it called? Like the flow, if you will. I don't know what word I'm looking for here, but like momentum. Thank you. That's, anyway. Ticino is what you drink, Darcy. The links are showing up. Thank you for letting me know, because sometimes the links do not show up. Sometimes they still don't. So, what is, Samina? There is no dumb question here, my friend. If you didn't know, you will now know. Actually, a lot of people don't know. So it's not it is not a dumb question at all. So we have Furls Crochet, obviously, and Furls Crochet is like sisters with, I feel like you would describe it like that, like a sister company with Crochet Foundry, which is pretty much, well, one, it's a magazine, and it's size inclusive. It is mainly garments, but we do also have home decor projects or like accessories. We have a lot of accessories. We have a very like sprinklings of amigurumis, sprinklings of like child size patterns, different like that. But it is mainly like a more garment based adult sizes, if that makes sense. But it's size inclusive, so it's extra small until 5X. And I'll show you, April's coming out next week, which will be a grand reveal. But I'm curious. I know we sent a little email. I'm curious what I can show you for April. But anyway, sorry, I will find it as I keep chatting. But yeah, so Samina, it's not a dumb question at all. A lot of people don't know we actually have like a magazine that has patterns, and we work with a lot of independent designers who submit a design. Then we choose, and then we send them yarn, may it be through Furls, Premier Yarn, Lion Brand, Mary Maxim. There are lovely, lovely supporters. And then we create a monthly, now monthly, it used to be quarterly, now it's monthly magazine. And it has normally 6 to 7 every now and then, if it's more garment heavy, like if there's, like I think we had 5 one time, but it was mainly garment, like it was, I think if not all garments. So yeah, it's just a magazine with a bunch of different patterns. We do seasonal like things. We sometimes have more of a theme to them. And they're really fun. I'm trying to find, it always happens when you need it and you can't grab it. But we had like our March one came out, and they come out the first Friday of every month. There is a subscription available where you get a lovely hook with it and a tote bag. And you'll get that a week earlier than everybody else. But the public release is the first Friday of every month. And it's really fun. I personally really like being involved because I love working with the designers. But you can get a bunch of things. So let me see. For example, like this is not garments at all, but this, I shared this last week, and it's just a really cute, like, tea koozie. Oh, brightness, go away, please. See, now that the time savings has changed, or whatever you call it, my lighting is off and I need to rearrange, but cute little tea koozie, come on. Work with me, brightness. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but we just have a bunch of really fun, like, shorts. If you didn't know you can make shorts. All right, this brightness is killing me, and I don't know why it's doing this. Maybe if it's, there we go. Some sunny Suzette shorts. Like I showed you, the little tea koozie. We have, and then also with Crochet Foundry, it's when you go to the website, you'll see like all of our issues, but then we also have just individual patterns. So we then will sometimes have designers who, they don't have something in the actual like monthly issue magazine, but they just submit their patterns. So I have this really nice Sika tank top, which is nice and lovely. Let me turn the brightness down again. But this is technically not in a magazine. However, it's like another platform for designers to, independent designers to like sell their patterns. So there's a lot of fun things to find on Crochet Foundry. If you have any more questions, feel free. There is no dumb question. I feel like asking things is brave. That sounds a little cheesy, but I feel, especially in like a setting that you're not familiar with completely, like, we're technically strangers, but we're friends. Like, I feel like it feels a safe place to ask because I feel very friendly and everybody's been very friendly. So I've never had any issues with that, but asking questions are brave. It's not stupid. It's not dumb. Please feel free to always just have any, like, share any questions you may have. But yes, that is Crochet Foundry. I hope I've done it justice. It's really fun though. We have April. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was trying to see if I can, what can I show without getting in trouble? Well, because technically it releases next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. But there's, I feel like, sneak peeks I can show, right? I think there was an email that went out with some sneak peeks. So I may do the same because why not? Spring 2023. It's almost April. There's some really fun. There is this set. It's a garment set, so a top and a bottom. Y'all aren't ready. I mean, you will be ready, but it's gonna be good. You're gonna really, I feel excited about it because I love it so much. I've never made shorts. Like, I've never crocheted shorts. So I guess, yeah, it's a pair of shorts and something else, you'll see. But this one, I was very, like, I may just have to. Let me see if I can pull up something. Not too much, but something. Okay, this is the, I will show you a little bit of, let me not show you everything though, before I do get in trouble. I mean, I'm not going to get in trouble, but you know what I mean. That could be something that's coming up. So a little bit more springy, a little bit more showy. And then we have a lot of things that are not showy. So please don't feel like this is the only vibe we have here. We have all sorts of vibes. I feel very old when I say vibes, but anyway. There's a lot of really cool stuff. This is, I'm trying to think. There is a little bit of everything for everyone. I'm sharing just a little bit more. What is this? We don't know. I won't go into it. Okay, I won't share too much because I am actually a little nervous about showing something I'm not supposed to be. But nice things are coming. That's all you need to know. I'm very excited. Is a Crochet Foundry group on Facebook or YouTube? Sorry, I have no clue. So, please, there is no worries on your questions. These are good questions, honestly. So, because if you're new and you don't know, you need to know. So we have our Crochet Foundry Makes group, and I will continue to share the link again, just so you're aware. But yeah, it's called Crochet Foundry Makes. It's on Facebook. That's where I will post. Yeah, that's where I will post one picture at the beginning of the month, and I'll say, post your works in progress here. And then at the end of the month, we will do a live like so, and there'll be a live giveaway of a Furls Crochet gift card. So that's how it works normally. There can be sometimes some changes, sometimes not. Jay, hello, Jay / Unholy Glee. Hope you're doing well. We're having a good day. But yes, Amina, we do the lives across kind of like all of our Facebook pages, and then also like pages, groups, and then also YouTube. So that's where you can see a lot of this. Some of my delivery rooms now and making the canal sweater from fall 2021. A for size inclusive patterns, so I don't have to do the sizing up myself. Listen, I was shocked. I'm sorry, I'm clapping. I hope that's not too loud. I hate to be too loud on the ear sometimes if somebody's listening on, but there is this designer, and she's she's actually in another country. Her work is amazing, but that's what was so frustrating was because even for me that I'm not like, I wear a large to an extra large and crochet things, but like even for a large, because I feel like most people would have like small, medium, large. Even for a large, it was like the pattern was made for a size small, and then you had to like figure it out for the rest. And it was so frustrating because why? I don't want to do the work myself. That's why I bought the pattern, right? So thankfully, I do feel like the crochet community is slowly moving away from this. But I do love that Crochet Foundry. You don't have to do that. What you get, the issues will all be extra small to 5X if it's appropriate. Like, I mean, for a sock, you're going to have a couple of sizes. But for a garment, you're just going to have all the sizes written down, and all of these patterns are tested, so it's not just like add more stitches, you know what I mean? Like, which I feel like is the other one where they'll have it, but all they do is just add more stitches, and it doesn't work like that. But anyway, I blame being here for the live stream. You're not late. You're fine. You're totally fine. Oh, J Hook Crochet. Hello. Good evening from Israel. Hello. I love that so many people watch from so many different places. It makes me happy. Love Crochet Foundry magazine. I have a whole queue of projects I want to make. Jen, you and me both. I'm curious. What are some things on your list? I'm curious. I would love to hear. Please feel free to share. My design will be in the main issues. I know who you are, and y'all will really like it. I really liked it. I kind of want to make it. Let's just say it'll be fun. That's all I'll say. Reggie, it was a great one. Thank you so much. Could you link the Crochet Foundry subscription? Casey, of course, I will gladly link it. I will do it to, this will give you the option so you can see, like, we have the individual, we have a seasonal bundle, and then we have our subscription as well, okay? Let me copy paste and send it over. There you go. Well, it's just loading slowly, but it will be there. Yeah. Reggie, J Hook Crochet. I loved your design. Thank you so much for working with us. I personally will most likely make one. Like I said, yeah, we'll love it. That's all I'll do and say. And I think you can. I like to give as little as possible because I don't ever want to overstep a line and then one day be like, Victoria, you can't share this. And I'll be like, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I find crochet pants in general very questionable. You know what? I think it just confused, like I can't imagine making pants my size. But now that I've seen a few, I'm like, why not? I think I may try. I will try it because honestly, YOLO, you only live once. We've all, like, I have time. Well, I don't always have the time, but why not try it? I guess because I haven't tried it, I want to try it, but it could be something that I just stop midway because I realize this is not for me, but we never know. I think I like the idea of then adjusting the length because that's why I feel like a reason I don't wear shorts is they're either too long or they're too short. And maybe with this, I can like adjust it to what I want. That's kind of the bonus here. Let's see. Granny D, hello. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. It makes me happy when y'all are here. Yeah, is the Tea Cozy this month's magazine edition? Monica, the Tea Cozy is in March, yes. So you can look it up either by name, Sprouts, on the website, or it is in March. So if you get the issues in general, it will be in the March issue. It's a real fun one. Michaela, hello, happy you're here. Happy to see everyone. I'm trying to catch up as much as possible. If I miss you, always feel free to send whatever you sent in again. Sometimes it just gets a little lost, but don't worry about it. You can definitely trust Crochet Foundry patterns for being size inclusive and properly graded. You take it for granted until you get a pattern that isn't that way. Got to stick with trust. Honestly, it's so true. I remember feeling so, honestly, very discouraged when like I said, like the patterns that I bought from this designer. She's a lovely person, and I'm sure I kind of want to email her to be like, hey, would you ever consider making larger sizes? Because it was very discouraging just to literally read, do the math. It's not that hard. And it was like, but it is hard. And I don't think it's that simple. But anyway, thankfully we have trusted sources, and that is who we stick to. Honestly, it really is. Michaela, so happy you got your set fork. I know those were kind of gone for a minute. Glad they're here. And yeah, too many projects, too little time. Little crochet time. Sometimes I'm like, there are people, the people I feel like who get to like crochet for a living is amazing. And but then even then, I know I've spoken with people like that who like crochet for a living. They're like, it's just different because then they're like, oh, well, I don't normally crochet for myself. So then it's like, oh man, like there's just so many, we can't always get what we want, but there really is, we all want more crochet time and we don't have it. And that's what's sad. So Michelle, hello from Ohio. Happy you're here, Michelle. Michelle, have you been here before? I don't remember your name. Or maybe I do. I remember somebody from Ohio, but then I guess I don't remember your last name, and that's why I'm curious. But I'm happy you're here, and welcome back if you've been here before. Let's see. I want to see a Scorpio Furl Streamline Zodiac crochet hook. Kivia. We're trying to do that. I promise you, we are hopefully, fingers crossed. We can't make 100% full promises, but hopefully we will have all of our zodiacs done this year. So, like I said, I can't make 100% promise, but that's our goal, and we're really trying to stick to that goal because we know y'all have been waiting for something. Darcy, you're making me laugh. It's not like Pamela Lorraine never let anything slip, but they're like the bosses. So if they let something slip, that's fine because they're the bosses. But it's fine. I know. It's totally. I would never actually get in trouble, like at all, honestly, because they're so nice. So I don't. But I feel like there needs to be some secrecy. We can't spill all the beans. I love how I started this live like beginning of January, and I was like, I will never share anything. Well, not quite like that, but here I am. I'm like, well, we have a new hook coming hopefully in the future. Anyway, did I miss a cutoff to enter Foundry giveaway? Michaela, you have not. I have not done the thingy, so I will share the link again because why not share it 1,000 times just to make sure everyone sees it. You would be surprised how like we miss the links we send, especially because I know some of you can't get the links, which we still do not know why. And Facebook has been useless for us, and I apologize. I believe Jay, I think it was maybe mentioned. Jay, was it you who mentioned Ravelry maybe? I can't remember, but we're still looking into that, how we can make it work. Because I want to make it so then everybody can maybe enter, because technically if you're watching on YouTube, you still have to enter through Facebook. So, Michaela, it's not too late. If you have a work in progress, please share it as a comment on the link I just shared. But yeah, let's see. Jen, we're here. We're here to see your queue. Your queue is long. I'm not going to lie. Lemon drop dress, another Cafe Breve cardigan, coffee cup pullover, Quinn Rwanda poncho, foxtail pocket cow, key largo top. Key largo top. That sounds very familiar. Victorian pullover, just a few. I mean, that is just a few. Lemon drop dress, I know which one you're talking about. I really like that one. I considered it. I feel like at the very end of this, or maybe that's what we'll do. Oh my goodness, time flies with you all. It's 5:40 already. So, okay, I'm going to start slightly wrapping it up, which wrapping it up means we'll probably still be on here for 15 more minutes because that's how we do. I think I'm curious. Should I crochet next a garment or an accessory? You can answer this. Anybody who wants to answer, feel free to answer. I will pick a winner from here from the answers to give away a March issue, because why not give away a March issue? And then I will let you know when I'm going to stop taking like any comments for the gift card, because that's through the post. And then we will do the final winner of March. So feel free to start sharing what you think I should make. May it be an accessory or a garment, and I will choose one for next week and have it like started and ready to show you all. Jen, I hope you can get through all of those sooner rather than later. It's actually very fun finishing a project. It doesn't happen often for me, but when it does and I wear it, oh, what a feeling. Monica, anytime, if you need any more information, I'm more than happy to. I really want to make it. I hope you do. It's very cute. I showed a couple pictures last week and it was really, really cute. Yeah, Darcy, you're right. You really just can't add more stitches to make a garment bigger. It's actually, you would be surprised if when you look at the patterns and you look, sometimes you have like the same number of added stitches, like in an increase in like large and in a small, and you would maybe think, well, shouldn't it just be more? No, it's not. There's a lot that goes into it. So we do really take this, we do take sizing pretty serious. Like, it sounds silly to be like serious, but we do, because we really do want it to fit well. If the math wasn't so hard, they would have done it from the beginning. You're not wrong. And that's why when I read that, I was like, well, that's the last pattern I buy from that person. So I have, but not recently. Michelle, maybe that's why. I definitely do remember somebody from Ohio. So I'm glad you're back, though. On medical leave of arm, shoulder, two sword, or crochet, I did post my tiny swatch. Karen, I did see your swatch, and that's all that you needed to enter. So if all you have, listen, y'all, I'm not kidding when I say the rules for this crochet along is very simple. It's just Crochet Foundry related and share a picture. That's all it is. Because we all are busy. Sometimes we don't have time to finish something in a month or 2 months. Sometimes you do end up, you're injured or, something like that. So Karen, I hope you keep healing. We wish you the best on your arm and shoulder, because it's honestly a bummer that you can't crochet. But I'm glad you posted your partial gauge swatch, because to me, you're working on it. So you're a contender to win. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Yeah, well, doing crochet math is something you seriously need to learn. Yeah, in order to design for all sizes, many designers just don't put in the time and effort to learn the skill. Very true. That's why, we do take it seriously. It's frustrating when people of certain sizes can't find an appropriately graded pattern for their size. It's a bummer, and I do think it's slightly changing. It's slowly changing. But I'm happy that Crochet Foundry can be a place that if you do need something in an extra small or a 3X or a 5X or a medium, whatever size you need, it's there. So, yeah. Anyway, garment. Ooh, a lot of people. Okay, people are voting now. Let's see. I like that they're going in garment or accessory. You let me know. I will do as you please. Let's see. Jen, I made the key logger top as a heads up. There are errors in the schematics of the pattern in the magazine, but CF website has a errata page with the correct schematic. Thank you for sharing that, Christina. We all make mistakes, and I'm glad you can make a pillow. Oh, I got distracted by a comment that just came in. Anyway, yes, if you ever see any errors or anything on the pattern, please feel free to email us. We miss things on occasion. We have different tech editors. We have people that read over the magazine. I'm one of those people as well. I read over it to make sure things make sense or look good. But we miss things. So if you ever see any mistakes, please feel free to just send us an email and we'll look at it and take care of it, okay? Darcy said I could make a pillow. I could make a pillow. That's kind of a fun idea. Would love to see a garment. As a large woman, I'd like to try more garment patterns. Rita, that's great. I'm curious. I feel like this has potentially come up before, and this would mean I could maybe crochet a little bit more. But I have some of the samples, and I'm curious if I ever made the same sample just in a larger size to I feel like it'd be kind of fun. Maybe if it wasn't just me, but I do feel like it's fun to see the different sizes we offer. Um, so I'll give this a whirl. I want to do something with this. I want to make sure that y'all can see different sizes of patterns that are available. This has been mentioned before in general between like staff, like Crystal and I have discussed this. So anyway, see, like I said, 15 minutes and we're still chit-chatting. Well, it's been 6, but you know what I mean. Rita, I will make sure to, I feel like it would be kind of fun to show you the different samples I have and then also to show you what I've made. So I'm going to write that down. Samples, fashion show at lunch. Anyway, Jen, thanks, Christina. I'm making the note because I'm not going to forget. Jen, if you have any questions, ask us. It's fine. Another garment vote for another larger woman. Yes. Or maybe folks can enter the cow on Instagram if they don't have Facebook. Just an option. That is a good option. I feel like that would be doable because then we can track it with like a hashtag, right? Okay. I want this to be like available for anyone. I want anyone to win. So if you don't have I'm going to put IG crochet along. So that will remind me to look into this week. I'm not kidding when I take little notes. I want you, granted it's a to buy, but we just need a notepad. Anyway, this is why I never made a garment before subscribing to Crochet Foundry. Well, I'm glad you've now made garments. It's kind of fun. I like hearing this. Pattern grading is work to do correctly, but if you call yourself a designer, you should do that. I know, I mean, it's very similar. I feel very strongly about it as well because I used to do makeup for a living, and it would really bother me when a makeup artist would call themselves a makeup artist, but they couldn't match darker complexions well. And that really bothered me because it's like, why are you calling yourself a makeup artist when you can only do makeup on a very specific like range of skin tones? So that's how I honestly feel about, I know it's like very strong, and I don't say this to shame anybody because I feel like you need to start somewhere, and I feel like it's very valid. But once you start and you are a professional, I won't go too much into it, but it is actually like things like that really bother me. I hope I'll give you one day. I hope you win. I'm sure one day you will win something from us. Furl's Odyssey hook will be difficult to win because we just don't have those at hand. So we don't normally do too much giveaways of those, but you never know. I know you all have been wanting a live with Pamela Rain. So I don't think they have anything scheduled right now, but I know I needed to mention that before, and I can't remember if I did, but I'm going to write it down. And they normally do the Thunder giveaways. I like my giveaways, but I understand my giveaways are somewhat limited. Anyway, so Sandy, welcome to the show. You're totally fine. It's not a show. I love how I call this a show. I call this a chat. Anyway, you're not late. It's just when you can drop in, you know. I do think it would be fun to have the magazine include 2 models in different sizes. I do realize it means I give you samples, which is a lot of work. However, no one else does it. So this has been brought up actually, and we did think about this because it would be fun to see the same design on 2 different bodies. So I don't know. I have dreams, and I would, but not just me, a lot of us would actually like to do that because it would be fun. It is good to see. Like it does look very different on 2 different body types, and I feel like it is helpful. I do like that we try to use differently sized models, so then that way you can see just in general. But if it's like the same garment in 2 sizes, I think for me, that's a very visually helpful thing because as a larger woman, I know that it's not going to look the same on me as it does my smaller best friend who makes the same thing, right? So, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put that on my list because why not? I think it's a great visual. So if the masses speak, we have to respond somehow. Sometimes not in the manner that we want, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do a March giveaway. And before I do that, I'm going to send the link to the post. And then that's the last link drop I'm going to If you have a work in progress, please share it on that post I just sent. And now I'm just going to start scrolling for a March giveaway. The first giveaway will be for March, okay? And, oh, J Hook Crochet, I clicked on your name. Reggie, you're going to get March. Do you have, no, okay. I was like, are you designing for March? Because you already get that if you do, but you don't. So, send me an email at support@crochetfoundry.com, even though I have your email. So you send me an email just so I for sure get to it. But if you don't send me an email by the end of today, I will just send you an email because I have your email. But you won March. Congratulations. There's a bunch of really pretty garments. I can't get over the maracuya top because of the texture, personally. But congratulations, Reggie. I'm glad you won. That's so funny. I love that you won and you designed for us too. But anyway, so this is a thing. It's like everybody is welcome here. We want you all, designer, non-designer. So it's kind of fun that a designer won. Okay, so I know, OMG, thank you. You never win anything. Now you do. It's so, I don't know why it's cracking me up, because it's like, you design for us, but you also, I don't know why it's cracking me up. I think it's really fun. But okay, I'm going to refresh this page, the actual work in progress one. And then I'm going to scroll. This is for a $25 gift card from Furls. I hope, oh goodness, this is not what I wanted. Did it? Oh, there we go. Hopefully I did the right one. I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. I am scrolling on here, and then this is, I'm viewing all the comments. There's not a lot of comments, but that means the people who did post have a higher chance. And that's just the way the game goes. I'm trying to decide. Yes, it's fine. Anyway, I was trying to decide something in my head and it didn't make sense. So, okay, let's see. I'm not looking. I'm just scrolling. I like to scroll enough so then I know I can't see who won. Anyway, I see some fingers crossed. I mean, good luck to all. I agree with you, Joe. Let's see. Oh, I mean, I clicked it so that it could show you, but it's a Facebook comment. Darcy, you have won a $25 gift card from Furls Crochet. I'm very happy that you've won. I'm very happy for anyone who entered. And if you didn't win and you're still working on it next month, all you have to do is literally take the same picture and pop it on next month's. It's that easy. Because there's a couple, ooh, those who wonder, Cal Lindsay, I don't know if you're watching, but this looks really good. I just saw that. Anyway, it's that easy, y'all. Like, you don't even have to be done. I'm so happy you won, though, Darcy. You've been watching since, I feel like, week 1. So congratulations. I'm going to look into a hashtag that we can use. And maybe I'm going to look into the best way to do this so everyone can win. And everyone has a chance to win, I should say. Not everyone can win. But Darcy, email us, please. I will send it through. Email us support@crochetfoundry.com. No, I can't see it because my little, oh, I've done something. So, okay, we're fine. Sorry. I panicked for a minute. Support@crochetfoundry.com. So Reggie and Darcy, if you want to email me there, I will see it and I can issue you prizes. I hope you know, this really makes my day. Today was a little all over the place. I think I'm still my jet lag is still very much there. I didn't sleep pretty much at all, on the flight over, back. So, but yeah, I will start a garment. I think that I need to recount the votes just in case. But I think everybody said garment when I was looking. Well, there's a couple accessories, so it's fine. That will narrow down my list completely, and I will start something. Maybe I'll do something. Oh, maybe I'll start something from April. Let me make sure hold on. I need to make sure April will be out. You know what? The answer is yes. I'm going to start something from the April magazine, and I can maybe show you more sneak peeks for April. I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching this whole thing. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Thank you for always just being here. It's just making my day. And I like that we can ask questions and have fun and just chit chat. Next week will be a lot more. I will show you things I'm working on. And like this week, which was very big bummer, but I have limits. I only have 24 hours in a day. And out of those 24, I have to sleep like a lot, like 8, maybe 9 if I'm lucky. Then anyway, have a great week, y'all. Let's see. Let's stay tuned. It'll be next week at the same time, y'all. So back to Wednesdays, 11 a.m. like today, Central, 11 a.m. Central. If I'm missing anything, let me know. Feel free to start something new. Feel free to keep working on what you're working on. But like I said, if you entered this month and you didn't get picked, please enter again with the same picture. You don't even have to put a different picture. That's how easy I want to make it for you. But yeah, if you're in the middle of a gauge swatch, post the gauge swatch. If you are like weaving in the ends, but you haven't posted that picture, just post the picture. But that will be next week. I will make sure to put up a post, pin it at the top, and then that way you know where to put your picture. And I'm also going to look into Instagram. Jay, that was a great suggestion. I want you all to be able to potentially win. Anyway, y'all are the best. Have a great week. Thank you for making my Wednesdays always the best. Okay. Bye.